Hello guys, this is Deathdealer and welcome back to another episode of FoolCraft. As you can see here, I have been very busy since the last episode. Now since this is modded, I've done a lot more than what I would do on a normal Minecraft series. But yeah, let's get straight into it. So, as you can see, I've mined a hell of a lot of stuff. So, basically, since we have Vein Miner, and excuse the name, that as well, I was opening chance cubes and it randomly renamed some of my tools. So yeah, since I have Vein Miner on this baby, well not in this thing, but Vein Miner in general, and I have, this pick is unbreakable, I've been able to, vein mine a large portion of this area of the map. Now, if you look at the journey map right there, let's just open it up, you can see that, I've mined all of that out. And you can find a lot of ores pretty easily now. I've mined up a large portion, there was tons here. But if you follow me, you can see that there is tons more left. So yeah, anything else? I've done a ton of exploration as well, but we need to get to the surface so that you can actually see how much I've done. Yeah, it's been pretty extensive. I think the world it's like quadrupled in size, maybe. And I've been going through food at quite a rate as well, so we're going to need to try and get that sorted pretty soon. Yeah, let us sleep first. Getting some strange lag spikes. Also, as you've seen, there's tons and tons of Hermitrons just lying all over the place. Yeah, I've found a ton of them, and there's been an update between last episode and this one to the pack, and they brought out the beta versions of the Hermitrons now, so you now have alpha and beta versions. So we've got a ton, and I mean a ton, to collect. This can disappear now. I was just doing some research. But yeah, as I was saying about the map, so if we look at it, and I can't zoom out anymore, that's how much I've explored, and it goes all the way over here, all the way up here, all the way up here. Yeah, I have done a lot. And it goes down below as well. Pretty interesting. Now, something I discovered when I was opening chance cubes, I opened some of the isocahedrons as well. Not the ones we had, just some that I got from chance cubes. I got nether stars from them, which, they can come in handy. Because like you can make beacons, unbreakable wands, even the wyvern cores for draconic evolution, the whole lot. It's pretty interesting. Oh, interesting. Yeah, and as you can see, I've collected a whole bunch of other stuff. And we found our first mythic. I may have showed this last episode, I'm not entirely sure, for the alpha set, Tribe 7. So that'll probably be the first one we complete. And if we look in our colossal chest, you can see that, with all the mining, you've collected a lot of stuff, and we have a ton of resources. We have a lot of creosote bottles. That's because I was wearing the furnace armour and was mining a lot of coal, so that's why that's there. But today we're not going to be doing anything like that. In fact, we're going to start work on our house, because yeah, it's all good having everything sprawled out on the ground like this, but it's not tidy, not at all. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to start work on building a house. Yeah, that's it. And it's going to be going over here, so I also filled in the little lake thing that was here too. Now, for the house, we're going to be using some willow wood from Natura. Now, there's two different types of willow wood. There's willow wood from Natura, and there is some from Biomes and Plenty. Yes, I kind of got tongue-tied there. And the stuff from Biomes and Plenty just doesn't look as good as this. I like how this is a lot darker. Now, the wood itself is green, so we aren't going to be using that wood. We're also going to be using some concrete. Now, this is the concrete from the 1.12 snapshots, but they made it into a mod, so it's basically the same thing. So I spent ages getting bone meal for this, and then obviously placing beside water and mining it again. But yeah, this is going to be the block combination. Now, if I'm correct, yes I am, that is going to go straight back into that big chest over there, but it's going to be indented in the wall like this. just for some detail's sake, I was going to use marble or laboratory blocks, but the laboratory blocks, if you use that in combination with chisel and bits, chisel and bits is basically a mod where you can make your own custom blocks. Well, basically, the laboratory blocks have a connected texture, and once you use chisel and bits on them, the connected texture just kind of doesn't work. And marble, you can't find it naturally generating in this world without messing about with the configuration files, which I'm not going to do. I want to keep this as well unedited from the original version as possible. So we're going to have to settle for concrete. Now the only issue is with this is I don't know what type of material to use for the roof, and I don't want to just be connecting to the ground like this, and I don't want anything like this happening either. I need something that kind of connects, well, kind of bridges the gap between this and this. So I'll come up with something, maybe like some bricks or something, just to make it look as if it's a foundation. I don't know. But I'm going to get started on doing this. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a basic framework kind of up. Saying that we may actually run out of this wood because we don't have a lot of it. It's incredibly hard to find in the world, and well, since we don't have any way to get bones pretty quick, it takes some time to grow the trees. So yeah, I think I'll just plant some around this area and get started on doing some work. Oh, before we leave, can we make a mega torch? Because then that's basically a magnum torch that we can then stop hostile mobs from spawning. 2 diamonds and 2 gold blocks. We have some there. And we can make some from this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Yeah, because well, it's quite annoying. I need 9 gold, not 8. Yeah, because then I can actually build without having any issues. Okay, right, and if I shift and click, there we go. So if we just place this right here, that is it now operational. So I'm going to get started on building our house, and well, I'll come back and show you what I've got when I've got some stuff built. Okay guys, so I've done a bit of work, as you can see. Sorry about the rain, we're just going to have to endure for the moment. But before I talk about what I've built, as you can see by my map and by my levels, I died off camera. Basically, I found a chance cube and I opened it and it brought up this bedrock maze type thing and I couldn't get out of it in time and I died. So yeah, but anyways, on to the house. So, what I have so far is I've put in some basic, the wooden support structure for the house. And now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be implementing the concrete, but it's going to be solid inset into the structure. Now what I'm wanting is I'm wanting a solid wall here, but then this is going to be like a kind of sheltered patio area in here, and then we're going to have another curve over here, and we're going to have like a window or something, because we're going to terraform this entire area, make this kind of little overhang so we can see down the valley. Very interesting. So for this, we're going to be using the chisel and bits mod. Now basically you can make your own custom blocks using this, and for this next part we're going to be using the bit saw from that mod. So if we place it in the crafting window like this, it will create vertical half slabs. So let's say we take away, we'll only make that much for now. And how is it you rotate? I'm not entirely sure. There we go. And that is it there. So what I did was I pressed shift and then I used my scroll button, and basically that changes the rotation. And it's all looking nice. So in the last version of the pack I was using a version of Optifine. We don't have it anymore, I don't think. Maybe we do, who knows. But basically any chisel and bits blocks would kind of render differently, so you wouldn't actually be able to see them, they would like turn black. So we don't have that anymore, so it shouldn't really be an issue. And there you go, you see it isn't indented a block, but it's indented to the point where you can get a little bit of detailing in, like this. So it's like the kind of construction of a real house. In fact, let us sleep, because well, this rain is getting quite annoying. Yeah, so let's see. Oh yes, my trees have been growing up and I've been harvesting them. So yeah, I think we're going to need a lot more wood before this is complete. The only thing I'm worried about is the roof, because I'm horrible making roofs and I haven't exactly found a block that I like. I was going to do it like out of wood or something, but I don't know. Okay guys, so as I was about to say, we're going to be digging into another mod in this episode along with Chisel and Bits, just to make this house look a little bit better. Now, it is called the, I believe it is the, something to do with an architect, yeah, architecture craft. Now this is basically, if you remember back in the day when I done all the modded stuff about 1 or 2 years ago, they had the carpenter's blocks mod. This is basically it for this version of the game. So if we open up, as you can see, you can pick what you want. So what we want is, yeah, there's a lot of choices, which is pretty interesting. Now I don't know what I want. I suppose we could just go with a slope, and we can say put in some like this. There we go. Yes, so we just chose to use the slope thing. And if we swap it out, oh, this inventory management is just, it's going to kill me. And oh, we're going to need like the hammer and orange dye, really. Oh, come on. Okay, moving on, let's try and place it in a different fashion. This is going to be fun. Oh dear. Right, so orange dye, what can you get orange dye from? That is a good question. The orange tulip, obviously, and all this stuff. Okay, right. Oh, this is going great. Well, basically, what these are meant to do is, you know how the slopes like this, so you've got the same texture on all surfaces? Or you put these on the diagonal, going across here. We're saying that, can you put them going like that? That is the question. You should be able to. Yes, I think you can. Because there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to. Well, you can make all of your like different panes and your corner stairs and stuff. Well, that's interesting. This mod has a lot of potential. I like it. I really do. Yeah, well, I guess I'm going to try and get this thing constructed. What I'm going to do is I'm going to build the exterior of the building, and I'll try and put a roof on it, maybe, and then we'll go into the interior of the building this episode as well, just so that we can get some sort of base of operations a bit more well established rather than having everything sprawled out across this part of the world. So let me get to it and we'll be back in just a moment. Okay guys, so I have done some work. The supporting structure, I kind of moved it further back so it's more recessed into the mountain, because, well, then I don't need to put a roof on it. Yeah, I tried the whole thing of putting a roof on it. I built this thing up, tried putting a roof on it, and it just didn't look good, so I decided to dismantle it, recess it back, and do a little bit of terraforming around it. So now I have something like this. Now, since we have that mega torch, no mobs can spawn in this area, so don't need to really worry about lighting anything up. So yeah, let's take a look at it, shall we? So we used those roof tiles from the architecture craft mod right here, and I managed to get them orientated correctly. I used the hammer. I spent quite a lot of time searching for something to make orange dye, because, well, there was nothing relatively close. So yeah, I had to travel quite a distance to get that material. And yeah, it's just some chisel and bits and pieces here, the half wall slabs which I showed you earlier, and also some, well, a little bit of detailing up here because I didn't want to see the top of these logs. So yeah, I hid them using a single layer of chisel and bits blocks, as you can see here. But now we're going to be going inside. Here we go, this is inside of the house. Thank you for watching. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, we're going to be doing the interior work today, so let us grab the blocks we're going to be using. In fact, let us sleep quickly. Even though mobs and stuff isn't really going to be bothering us anyway, but we'll do it just to be safe. So, we have the oak planks. Now we used the chisel and selected this type of plank. This is going to be what we're using for the floor. Now, for the walls we're going to be using the concrete, but we're going to be using something else to separate the floor from the wall. So if we can create some spruce wood. And do we have the chisel in our inventory? No, we don't. There we go. So if I activate it, and what one is it? I can't actually remember. I believe it's this one. Yes. So this will be the floor block, this will be the, well, one of the supporting bits for the wall. And I need to get the full concrete blocks. And they will simply sit on top like so. Pretty simple. So let us get in there and start construction. So that should do us for now, I think. So what we're going to need to do is we will have to dig out a large portion of the inside of this. Now I only want like a few rooms done, and I'll probably kind of set up some kind of storage with, well, do some storage stuff off camera or something, I don't know. But yeah, let's go. So simple mining outlook. So this, we really need to get some tinkers or other tinker tools other than just our pick, because yeah, my inventory's getting filled up. Not good. And if we just simply do the same up here, I don't know how tall the inside of the rooms are going to be, but for like the front of the house they're going to be pretty small, so say three blocks tall. And then as we go further into the mountain we can increase the size just to kind of make them seem, well, a little bit more grand. Yeah, that's probably the right word for it, I think. Yeah, this is like very, very good not having to pick any of this up. That's why, you know what, yeah, off camera I'll probably do it in between this episode and the next one. I'll get all the other tinker's tools, so shovel, axe. I'm not really going to worry about a hanger or anything like that, because, well, we can vein mine things relatively quick and I don't really dig out 3x3s. Anyways, so yeah, right, we're going to need some more wood. And I guess we should actually drop off some of the stuff we've picked up, because it may cause us some trouble. So let's continue working. And so what? There we go. Okay, right. So let us continue. You know what, no, since I've already showed you the design, I'm going to do a little bit of work off camera and I'll come back and show you the first room. Okay guys, so I've done some work on interiors of this place, but before we get into that I'd just like to say something strange that kind of happened in between clips. Well, as I was building, I was messing about with the architecture craft mod, and I put some slabs I made from it into a Tinker's crafting bench and it crashed my game. And the funny thing about it is it kind of broke the game in general, so you couldn't actually, when you could load the world and you sit in there for maybe 5 seconds and it just crashes, and then I sat for about an hour in MC Edit trying to work out what the problem was. It was something relatively simple. That's, yeah, it was pretty derped up. But yeah, let's take a look. So I can't remember how much I showed you last time, but I know I didn't even start the interiors, but here it is. So as I was showing off, we're using a spruce kind of runner along the bottom of the wall, mixed with the concrete and obviously these chiselled oak planks. Also, we were using the willow wood throughout the build, just like we are outside. Now with the design, I've kind of went somewhat odd. It's not symmetrical or anything. it's a bit strange. So over on this side, my initial idea was to have like a kind of hidden door that would take you to a staircase that leads down into a basement area. And I threw in all my Tinkle stuff, and it was actually this crafting bench that crashed my game, so I had to remove it and then replace it and all that. And I decided to put the architecture craft stuff here as well because they're all kind of related. Well, I just put it together because it looks good. And of course I've got tools that I use a lot hanging up there as well on the Tinkle's item rack. So the plan for this area is, in here I'm going to put in some furniture from the DecoCraft mod, and we're going to have like we could probably have a kitchen. I'll expand this out further off camera, and we'll start planning it out because I think I'm just going to do all the decorations off camera because it's just placing some furniture, that's all it is, and we'll show you that next episode. Through here you get access to this little patio area, and there was this room in here which I don't exactly know what to do with it yet. It could be for like storage or something. We could wall it off, or we can use it as like an elevator that can take us throughout this base, because the idea of this base is that it's going to be able to produce everything we need in the park. So basically everything, this house is basically a facade, and everything below it is basically, it's almost like a fallout shelter where you don't need to exit for anything. That's the way I like to build my things. And of course further down that way you'll have your first main access point for the refined storage system, which I will be setting up next episode. I'll set it up with you guys. It will be using the colossal chests because we could fit a large amount of items in it. We'll use the diamond variant of it, and it's good for starting off. I think I'm also going to try and collect some of those fluid kills, I think they're called, because you can get things like Terra Steel and all the end game materials from those kills, which is pretty amazing, I think. Yeah. So guys, this has been a very productive episode, and I'm going to try and keep to my 3 episodes of this a week, because I've kind of been lacking behind in other series. I've just been having a little bit of difficulties, but I'll try and keep 3 episodes a week on this series for you. But as always, if you like this episode, please make sure to hit that like button, and if you really enjoyed it and you want to see more, make sure to subscribe. Thank you for watching, and as always, I'll see you guys next time.